I'm getting set up to cut my 3/4 inch strips on my blank. Now the way this will work is, since the grain runs this way, I probably will square off this end. This will probably be the easiest one. And then I'll flip the blank around, put it against the fence, and run it through the blade to create 3/4 inch wide strips. They'll be 15.5, 16 inches long. And then I can take them over to my bandsaw, which, pardon the bandsaw, that was all the little cutoffs from this and the other blanks I was working on. I'm gonna clean that off. I'll be able to set a stop block on my little sled and knock off 5-inch long blanks consistently so that we have a whole bunch of 5-inch blanks. At that point, in the future, we'll toss them into a bucket, names into another bucket, and we'll draw for who gets which blank. Here's a look at all of the individual strips. They're somewhere between 15.5 and 16.5 inches. They're all different lengths. You kind of saw how the blank was jagged. So I'm hoping to get 3 5-inch blanks at least out of each of these. So what I'm going to do now is get my bandsaw cleaned off, and we're going to start cutting our blanks. Well, everybody, these are the blanks that we made. There's still a little cleanup work to do on them. I want to run them over the disc sander. I'll probably use the belt, and I want to clean them up. And as I was telling my patrons, you'll notice some of them have, there were big blanks, small blanks, all different size blanks. I want to clean some of that up. And the reason why is that cuts through the envelopes, number one, and number two, extra weight, extra shipping. So I can reduce the shipping. Probably it'll only be a couple of cents by cleaning them up, but it'll make the blanks look a lot nicer. And when the folks receive them, they'll be ready to begin turning immediately. Over here, I've got some strips that were too thin to be blanks. The plan is to glue those together to see if I can't get another couple of blanks out of that. I had 3 short blanks, probably about 3.5 inches apiece, just kind of guessing. And these all are going to require some repair. If you take a look at these, notice how the blank did not butt up nicely. You can see that it's at a bit of an angle. So when I clamped it together, I did not do the best possible job. What we'll do is these blanks at a later date, I will run them through the table saw. Like the ones back here that look like a normal blank length, these 6, they are 5 1/4 inches. So I'm going to run them through the table saw blade, which will cut 1/8 of an inch off, and then I'll glue them back together to form solid blanks. So that's going to be coming at a future date. Now we're going to move on. I've got this blank that I kind of glued up the other day. It's the small blank. I've got this large one. I'm going to get the table saw sled back on here, and we're going to get those cut up and glued into 2-ups so that we can get ready to start cutting them sometime tomorrow. Just so you guys know, I'm going to be taking a break from the patron blanks, and I mentioned that to them because this weekend we're going to get these blanks prepped and ready to go, both sets of the blanks. I'm still missing blanks from 2 people, so if I don't have those by the time I start glue up, we're not going to be able to include those 2 people in the Chaos collaboration. So I really hope they've got their blanks in the mail. If you sent blanks to me, I sent you an email and said I received your Chaos blanks. If you didn't receive an email from me and you have shipped your blanks, email me back and let me know, because perhaps they got lost in postage, and we'll work something out. I will definitely work with you guys, but do not hesitate. Get them. If you get them in the mail tomorrow, Saturday, send me an email and say, hey, I got them in the mail, so I know they're coming, and I will postpone glue up till Monday, Tuesday time frame to wait for your blanks to get here. So do not hesitate on those. Here are the thin strip Chaos blanks I've been working on. I've got them cut, and they're all mixed up. So I'm getting ready to put the glue on them and clamp them together. Here's the really small one, and the shape of this one's kind of odd, but the grain runs this way, and I did that because I think I could get maybe 4, maybe 5 5-inch blanks out of that if I play my cards right. So I'm going to get my paper and my glue and my brush out, and we're going to glue and clamp for the next few minutes. Got all the blanks glued up in sets of 2. Got to let them dry overnight. This is perfect timing because tomorrow, when I cut those blanks, I'm going to need those clamps. And I want to show you something. This is a pin component bag. And after I get done putting glue on my, spreading glue on my blanks, I just stick the brush in one of these bags. I leave it just covered in glue. And normally I get 2 or 3 days out of it. This is the 6th day that I've used this brush. I've done all of these blanks, all of those blanks. Everything I've glued up has been with this one brush. Now, You probably say, well, those brushes are cheap. Yeah, they are, but there's no sense in wasting them. I just put it in a baggie, toss it in the fridge, and it's staying pliable. When I'm done with it, or when I get it out to use it, I just kind of squeeze it right there at the top of the bristles with my thumb and forefinger, and I wiggle it right out of the bag. I leave all the glue in the bag. The brush comes out nice and clean, and we're ready to glue up. So yeah, this works great. I'm set up for the morning, guys. Got the old small stock joining jig out. Got the box of blanks for Chaos Collab 1. They've got names, and they've got the types of wood on them. We'll get those all squared up. We're going to square them on two sides, trim both ends to be square, and then we'll get them start gluing them together hopefully tomorrow. I'd like to get those completed, get them glued up, and once they're glued up, if I have time, I'll start on those, but I don't know if I'll get all that done on Saturday. That's going to be a lot of work. I'm excited. I mentioned in the video I'd like to have this all done and blanks shipped out by the end of March. And even though we had some issues with the old table saw and the drive belt, now that that's working again, I think we're going to make this by the end of March. I'm really happy. Guys, this is it for me. I'm tired. I came out, I knocked out a few things here that needed to be done. I'm in a great spot. Got those blanks need to be worked on there. I am ready to call it a night and get out here sometime early in the morning and get busy on making your Chaos collaboration. So you guys, I haven't put out a list of who's in which collab, but whenever I post a photo of all of these blanks, you'll see all of your names in there. So some of you guys may see your names on those blanks, but that box is pretty darn thick with blanks. This is going to be a fun one. Stay tuned, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.